Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to PCM21 Career Mode. We're on episode 83. For the first time, I believe, in our team's history, I have 4 races overlapping at the same time. I do not have a team that is big enough for 4. We can handle 3 just fine, not 4. Now, I carefully scheduled out how I wanted that to work, and then the AI decided that the Tour of Rwanda is more important than the UAE Tour, forcing a bunch of riders there and leaving me with just 3 team leaders to handle the UAE Tour all by themselves. And stage number 1, team time trial. Will we at least get the time that we earn for the 3? I don't see how they can do anything besides that. It's just going to be difficult with only 3 riders versus everybody else having 6 or 7. Do what you got to do. And then I've got to try to get through 6 other stages with just 3. One piece of good news that we'll immediately open up with here is that Karaman is an 80 overall with an 81 mountain rating now. Wow, we're off to a terrible start already. Bovis with all 3 of them with massive negative draws combined, a -6. Oh gosh, this game absolutely hates me recently. Okay, do what you gotta do. Okay, 81 we can handle. 84, how's that? How about an 86? Gotta start dipping into the red bar a little bit, which seems not a problem. 89. Bovis dipping into that red bar, peeling off. Okay, 89 might be a little bit hard. We'll try an 88 the rest of the way, see how we do. We're going to lose a ton of time today. Absolute ton of time. See, it's not even giving me a time check because I've only had 3 riders cross the line. I don't know how that's going to work without 5 riders. The AI is not going to know how to handle that. Bovis starting to struggle. Got to back off a little bit here. He's struggling to hold the wheel. It's going to hurt our time even more, though it could go individual when there's only 3 riders. I don't know. Bovis nearly in the slipstream, but not hanging on, not recovering. Let the other 2 ride away. Yeah, it's 1K to go. Coming up on 1K to go. They've crossed the line. Nothing's showing up. I don't know. How is the game even going to allow it? Okay, it does. Okay, they gave me Bovis's time, which was 5:43. We are 5 minutes 43 seconds down in last place by miles. Even though there was a rider in front of us who we nearly caught. Which means they gave me seemingly a 5-minute penalty. And otherwise we were 43 seconds down. If you look at that, that could be about right. It could have been a 5-minute penalty on top of 43 seconds down on Bovis. We might have opened with bad news, bad start to our UAE tour, but here is some good news. I have a slew of riders who are now a 75 overall, where a season ago it was pretty much a bunch of 74s were those non-leaders. Now they're all 75s. Well, the first one to break out of that is Oscar's Kalnins. Kalnins has just leveled up in the last couple of days. He is now a 76 overall. Sprinter, still local reputation, that 4.7 potential. But look where he is. A 77 sprint with an 80 acceleration. I think he jumped 2 points, 3 points from where he was. Something along those lines. Let's see, is this? No, this is one of the ones who does not show up. Just blank dots. But Kalnins, yeah, that's excellent. That's turning him into our sprint leader just like that. guy's going to be capable of doing something. 5 upcoming races, and whether we're going to qualify for those or not. Tour de Romandie, Bahrain Victoria is the only invitation. We're not going to be there. It's Sulia Basque. We do get into that one, but not that I care. Saxo Bank, we get in there, but no Ghent Wevelgem, and no Tour of Flanders. No Ronde van Vlaanderen. Ouch. How? We were the number 1 team. Oh, sorry, number 2 team in the Continental rankings last season. Now, through the quick sim process, we're also off to a terrible start to our season, but we're not. We've had 4 victories already this year in meaningless races. Let's see what we can do in meaningful races going forward. Stage 3. I've got absolutely nothing to lose as we are, well, I don't know, 10 years behind the rest of the field after that 5-minute penalty that we picked up on the first stage. So with the final 16K to go, I might as well try something. So I have an idea. Here's the sprint point. Shortly after this sprint point, we're going to try to implement something crazy. And we're going to do that
There's now just 10 kilometers left.
in just a second. Okay, let's now get all 3 of them going. Inch your way forward, inch your way forward. 9K to go. There's a hefty push at the moment. This is not going how I wanted it to go. In fact, Hater is attacking out harder and faster than what I was hoping for. Right now, I'm the one who's technically just giving chase to Hater. How have we not gained any separation? Are you kidding me? We've completely exhausted 100% of our red bar, and we have not gained separation. This is crazy. Okay, not what I was planning on doing, but let those 2 right away.
This climb features some dreadful percentages. Falling behind, a team leader
Force them to
is
chase
falling
them
behind.
down. Try to set these 2 up. What I was trying to do, similar to what Hater was trying to do, was to escape very early, right at the base of the climb. I was trying to go with all 3 riders,
Gave them no chance.
and then this Karaman's already been pulled in. And now we have a group of 7 escaping off the front. That's not going to last, though. And these guys are already...
Things are hotting up at
It's
the front.
Hater. How is he
Riders are
attacking
entering the
again?
last 5 kilometers of the stage.
This is weirding me out on how this is going. Okay. I'm still in an okay position. Let's gel up for both of these 2. And have Karaman get on the back. Nothing like what I was planning for today. Right above us, just give me your 99 for a little bit. Okay, now gel up for Karaman. Somehow Hater was able to keep going. I couldn't do it with 3. He was able to do it all by himself. Okay, Martin Guerrero, your turn. Right above us is done. 3K to go. This is like the anticlimactic everything's going wrong scenario here. Karaman, 1.6K to go, and he's got barely anything in the tank, and everybody's riding away from him like he's standing still. And you can see as we approach the line, he does not have enough to go the distance. And Hater just comfortably goes on.
Resources to get this win.
Endless energy. I can't get 3 guys to do what he did by himself. I do get one to sit on and be with him and join him, but the other 2 can't sit tight and follow. Nobody could split the field, but then in the end, Hater just rides away. Just rides away like it's nothing. Has plenty of energy. It just opens a gap. And meanwhile, my guys just go backwards way above us. 102nd. Martin Guerrero, 73rd. Karaman, 30. I only had 3 riders. Mind you, okay, fine, but... Wow. I'm just blown away by how that transpired and how Hater just did that 9.5K climb at max effort, upped effort, max effort, and just rode away. Alright, we're on stage 6. We're going to try this again, but I'm not going to go for the early one. This is a bigger climb. We're 37K out. We're already going up for the most part. I mean, 1 to 2% degrees, whatever. I always forget on this game whether it's percent or degrees, but anyway, it's uphill. And it's going to get steeper here pretty soon, and we still have 20K to go. We do need to speed up. We've already got a lot of fatigue as UAE, RTL are pushing pretty hard. You can see they brought in Maleki. There's only 20 seconds left to Alaphilippe. And that's the end of the break. 17.5K to go. That last one was only 9.5K. This one is much longer. This is more than twice the length of the other climb. Martin Guerrero, +5 today. Hanging in there. He's got excellent climbing and resistance today. Karaman, +2. RTL is really making this thing hard early on. And this is good. Way above us, already on the verge. 74-74, and he's struggling. Look how many riders are already off the back. Down to 108, just inside 12K. Way above us, gone. On to Martin Guerrero. Above us. Check you out for just a second. 87 riders left. 2 near the front. Now with that 5-minute, 6-minute disadvantage, we are well poised to try to attack. But here goes Civikov. There goes Carapaz. Carapaz has replaced Bernal at RTL, by the way. And those front riders have gone away. I'm just looking at Karaman going, no, he doesn't have that kind of energy. He doesn't have that kind of strength today to chase these guys down.
The finish line is getting close.
Look how far they've already gone. There's 5K to go. And we're looking at a chase group that is sort of small. 3.5K. 3K. Slow down. 2.7. Can't attack, so all I can do is just try to push for the line. By the way, Carapaz is the only one left off the front. Karaman, 1.4K. No, too late, too late, too late. 1.3K. Last 12 riders. It's going to be a good finish, but I don't think we're going to win the stage here. 900 meters. Yeah, here comes the attack. Gegenhardt can't do it. Carapaz somehow saved energy. Karaman, it's going to be 11th. Carthy, ahead of Carapaz, ahead of O'Connor. Umba, Caglioni, Civikov, Lopez. Karaman just behind these guys. 8th place. Okay, 8th place. It's a top 10. It's something. It's something. With just 3 riders, it is so difficult. Before wrapping this episode up, now that we're in a new season, and of course there's been so much turnover within the teams, not just ours, in recent seasons and throughout the series as it is 2026 now. So we're going to take a quick look at least the World Tour teams and see who their top riders are. You can see 80 plus, 3 riders of 80 plus with AG2R, Blue Levy, Cavagna, Cosnefroy, the top 3 there. Alp Synthetics 2 riders of 80 plus in Hagita and Adam Yates. Adria, their other top leader, a 79. Apple, team of 24 riders with Egan Bernal leading the way. His 83 overall, enough to get them in the World Tour. Pronsky, Godon, you can already see it right there. A 77 and a 76. If we had been able to keep Berlikov, we would have made World Tour. Just seeing them, we would have been better, right? His 83 to our 82, but our 80 to their 77, our 77 to their 76. We definitely would have had a better average. Cofidis, Marte, an 82, a 79, and a 78. Van Gils and Gino Mater. Again, look at that. It's amazing how it only would have taken just a little bit more for us to make it. Ducanic, holy crap. 6 riders of 81 plus. Alaphilippe still leading the way with that team, but Almeida, the one that we're always watching out for, along with Venepul. 23-year-old Jean-Guy Joseph, a puncher, 79 overall. Want to watch out for the future. Del Hayes, an 80 and 278s. I think that's the kind of marker I'm looking for next season. We have the 80. Right now, I don't have the returning otherwise. Martin Guerrero, 77, I think, is returning. I have 2 76s right now, but they both have expiring contracts. So we have an 80-77 right now. More guys to step up, clearly. Alishin, just a 23-year-old sprinter. EF Education, an 82 overall for Garay Vermeulen. I do not have access to South Africa. It's been asked before. That's a sprinter with an 84-80. Wow. What a steal that they've picked up there. Fantastic rider. Groupama FTJ, 82, 80, 80 for their top 3 Drisners. Del Ruse, also just 23. These guys are just popping up all over the place. Pidcock, Ghana, Hater is an 82 overall. Okay, 83 Hills. Apparently this is how he rode away from us. 81 Acceleration. That's how he was able to escape and I couldn't. 78 Resistance. You throw in a +3, +5, or just the bonus that comes with playing on extreme difficulty to that. And this guy is almost unbeatable. I don't know how he went 9.5K flat out like that, but he did it. And he crushed everybody. Plus Gegenhardt at an 80. Israel Startup. How did they qualify? How have they qualified for World Tour with 478s? But I ended the season with more than flat 4 stars. And none of those guys are too old. I've looked at Nealons. Nealons is the only one who's of an age that might be dropping off. Mads Pedersen, was he an 80 a moment ago, and at 30 he's already falling off? Did he cap out a long time ago? Pedersen was, say, an 80 and now a 78? I don't know how Israel Startup Nation has qualified for a World Tour. Movistar, 82, 80, 80. There's Berlikov, the new team leader, plus Lopez, plus Ben Tollett. Ouch, that's scary. RTL, Carapaz, 22-year-old Marco Serena. Okay. Classified puncher, but only 75 hills. However, look a little closer. Cobble rating, 82. Stamina, 85. Resistance, 78. It's a classics rider who moonlights as a puncher, but ouch, that guy's scary. Oh, I would love to have him. Plus Roglic, plus Vlasov, plus Arnsman. Ouch, RTL is scary good. Arkea, 79 and 278s. See what I'm talking about? We have an 80. We have a 77. That's equal footing. We're that close. We are that close to qualifying. Bike Exchange, Van Aert, Kung, Fisher Black, 24-year-old puncher, 82. plus Seneschal. DSM. Merlier. They're old. They are struggling. Look for this team to be falling to Continental Pro next season. I mean, look at... They're not going to improve. And Wilder, maybe. These guys are going to drop off. Vingegaard's going to hold. Merlier, Bardet, Benoot are all going to be falling off. Case Bowles not going up. It's all 30-somethings. All the way down to Dean Houle. And we looked at Dean Houle a while ago, and I think he's been locked in there for a long time. 76 for multiple seasons. Jumbo-Visma. Mark Hershey, their leader. Tobias Foss. Affini. Surprising that they have fallen off. Direct Energy. Gourmet. Vanderpool leading the way. They won't be easy to topple at that age. Trek. Skilmos. Ciccone. Jake Stewart. But again, there's our mark. There's our comparison. UAE. Pogacar. Romano. Just 23. 84 already on the hill rating. Lucas Hamilton, who's got a 82 mountain. Pogacar's got an 82 mountain. Mikkel Bjerg. The time trialist, of course. Paulus. They've got 3 ridiculous climbers. Hindley, make that 4. You put all 4 of those guys in a Grand Tour together. Oh my goodness, I think UAE's taking home a Grand Tour if they're smart enough. All right, folks, well, that's going to do it for this episode. Today did not go according to plan with our first World Tour race of the season. At least I think it was. Just 3 riders, some poor race day condition. Ethan Hayter playing God against everybody else and just blowing up my 3 guys and our hopes of doing literally what he did. And then we certainly fared better the last time around, but still only managed 8th place. Tough crowd, tough field. I mean, these teams are just absurdly good at this point at 2026. And when you throw in the extreme difficulty level bonus that they all get when there's 15 climbers at 81 plus, it takes a Berlikov to compete with that. I'm not sure how well I can compete with Karaman. We'll get some results this season. We're gonna need a sponsor confidence starting the year, bare minimum. Next up though, Omloop Het Nieuwsblad. And I have a few Classics riders. We'll see how they perform. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe. See you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.